Now, over 2,000 firms have benefited from initiatives rolled out by Singapore's Agency for Science, Tech and Research to help them expand and transform their business through the use of technology. Speaking at this year's SME Day 2020, held at the Singapore Week of Innovation and Technology, Second Minister for Trade and Industry Dr. Leng says leveraging on these partnerships will help firms become more competitive.
Working with researchers from A-Star allowed this water heater company to develop new patented products using safer alternatives. This helped the firm break into new markets and is expected to bring in an additional $2 million in revenue. Champs Industrial says this wouldn't have been possible had it not been for the seconded researchers. It's even taken on a second batch of officers.
For SME to hire externally is very difficult because it takes a lot of resources, and then for a company that don't have a technology base, it is a very good scheme with the A-Star to guide us along the technology path and build up our fundamentals and structure.
The firm is one of many SMEs that has leveraged on A-Star's initiatives, which includes sending researchers to work with companies and use ready-made tech solutions. Tapping on research talent from national and enterprise platforms is also a move that Second Minister for Trade and Industry Dr. Leng says will help accelerate SMEs' innovation journey.
Our local enterprises will need to embrace science and technology, research and innovation as key competitive advantages in a global economy that has not only changed irrevocably, but will continue to transform consistently.
The growth and transformation of firms means there's also a need to beef up a talent pipeline. A memorandum of understanding was signed between A-Star and the Singapore Institute of Technology to allow interns to gain exposure to research and development projects. They will be placed in sectors like food tech, computer and chemical engineering.
With SMEs accounting for 70% of jobs worldwide, the ability to rebound from the pandemic is critical for the global recovery, and fintech can make it easier for them to access funding. That's according to the administrator of the United Nations Development Programme at the Singapore Fintech Festival, and he talks about UNDP's initiatives to give SMEs a helping hand.
A key part of our support will be working on digital disruption. Drawing on the UNDP digital strategy, our efforts will include engaging with digital payment and e-commerce systems with a focus on supporting women-run SMEs and closing the digital divide for marginalized populations. Indeed, UNDP and the UN Capital Development Fund have launched a new joint offer on digital financing. In concrete terms, that includes helping governments to create new digital financing strategies that create an enabling environment that will propel SME growth. We're also advancing a dialogue on the governance of global digital finance platforms in recognition of the cross-border impacts that these payment and dominant players will have on the SMEs across the world.